Hi guys, I wanted to just show you quickly how to prepare garlic. Now, as most of you know, I always say this in class, you don't need gadgets in a kitchen. Gadgets are sometimes lovely to have, but you don't need them. I'm going to go through a few things with you. Now, a garlic crusher is a great thing to have in a kitchen if you use a lot of garlic, but I hate them. In fact, mine always just stays in my drawer. I do garlic the way that I'm going to show you now. Now mine, what happens is all the garlic gets caught in all these little holes over here. Now mine is nifty. It's got this little brush kind of thing on the end, and you can use that to clean the garlic crusher afterwards and to get all the garlic out. So that is actually a lovely thing to have, but it's not a necessity, guys. And then I also have this very beautiful little item, which I actually keep on display in my kitchen because I love it, but it's not the greatest thing to use, or the easiest thing to use, shall I say. This is a very rough surface, and what you do with a garlic clove is you scrape the garlic clove over the rough surface and then take the garlic off, but the garlic gets stuck in all these little grooves. So it's actually also very difficult to use. Right, so another thing that I find that you guys get confused about quite often is what is a clove and what is a bulb of garlic. So this over here is an entire bulb of garlic, and what you can do is you can slice it down the middle, and you can roast the garlic just with a little bit of oil, salt and pepper, and once it's roasted you can actually just squeeze it out of its skins and use the garlic that way. It is lovely, and it does give the garlic a very nice flavor. So the easiest way of preparing garlic is just to take the palm of your hand or the heel of your hand and to squeeze. Oops, sorry about that. And that just breaks up all the garlic for you. You're not going to use these bits. They like plastic, guys. They're the same as onions. Right, so most recipes call for about 2 or 3 cloves of garlic, and I'm going to show you how to do them now. The easiest way that I have found to do them is to use your knife, and you can simply pop your knife over the clove and give it a squeeze, and that crushes the garlic for you, and that peels the garlic very easily, guys, because the peel of the garlic gets stuck on the edges just like an onion sometimes. Now you will see that on one side of your garlic you have what used to be the little root of the garlic. Now guys, cooking is all about textures, and that little piece is actually very woody and it forms a horrible texture in your mouth. There are some textures that you want in your cooking and some that you don't, and that is one that you don't. So always slice it off so that doesn't end up in your cooking. Now you can simply just slice your garlic as you would any vegetable, and you can use the slices of the garlic in your food. Now I don't like chunks of garlic, but if you like them and your family likes them, then please use them like that. Right, the other way is the way that I crush my garlic without any gadgets. So I'm going to cut it very similar to how I do an onion, and I'm going to slice it down. And guys, you're going to use claw technique, and you're going to hold it together as you slice, and using this finger you can hold the little bits that you slice, the slices, keep them down so that they don't stick to your knife. Right, I'm going to flip it through 90 degrees, and then using claw again I'm going to slice it in the opposite direction. Just be careful here because it will come to pieces towards the end. Right, you can then cut it finer using the rocking motion of your knife. Put your finger on the tip of the knife and then simply move your knife around your garlic. Bring them together. And keep doing that until you have little pieces of garlic. Now, again, you can use that garlic exactly like you have got it, But if you want a very fine crushed garlic texture, this is your next step. Right, you're going to take some salt and you're going to sprinkle that over. Remember, when you use the salt and the garlic like this, just don't use that much salt in your cooking when you're seasoning it, because obviously you're using some salt here for your garlic. You are then going to take your index finger and put it on the tip of the knife, and you're going to use the tip of your knife and you're going to hold the back end of the knife like this, the handle end like this, and you're simply going to start at the edges, and the salt provides a coarseness that will help crush the garlic, and you are simply going to use the tip of the knife to squash effectively all the garlic, and you keep going until you get all the pieces squashed. So that, and then you can scrape it together and do it again. Right, nice fine garlic, scrape it together, and that can go straight into your food. There you go, guys, that's crushed garlic, and no gadgets required, so just a knife and your chopping board.